Gene Roddenberry, and Mickey Spillane.
This is your bio.
In '96, with Hollywood partners Adam West and Lou Ferrigno, John opened the 5-themed restaurant Cartoon Saloon. In addition to opening and operating several successful investment advising firms, John created Voodoo Tiki Tequila, an ultra-premium liquor brand, and FCM1 Trade Station, a foreign currency trading platform that he later sold for a multi-million-dollar price. In his career as a writer and director,
I know you didn't write
John
this
has
one
won
yourself.
4 Crystal Reel Awards from the Florida Motion Picture and Television Association. His short films have appeared in over 200 film festivals. As a senior writer for MediKids, an educational company that creates superhero comic books designed to teach sick children about their illness, John authored 12 novels. Decades after his interest in law school first began, John joined us, entering in the class of 2016.
Section 5.
Today, John is graduating magna cum laude. I am very pleased to introduce our speaker, John Taddeo.
Great team! Taddeo!
Wow, it's amazing. Some of your guests today look confused. Dean invites the student speaker up and up walks this old man. So I'll try to explain. For me, law school was delayed 22 years. I wanted to go to law school right out of college, but something always came up. Sometimes it was really good stuff, like great job opportunities or business opportunities. Other times it was bad stuff, like cancer. So I endured 22 years of people asking me, why do you want to go to law school? Everybody was surprised. I want to go to law school. You guys probably experience a variation of this already, actually. How many times a day do people ask you, what kind of law do you want to practice? Right? And then, if you're not engaged yet, someday you'll get engaged, and the day you get engaged, everybody will ask you, when are you getting married? And the day you get married, then they'll say, when are you having kids? Everything's a rush as you get older, rush, rush. So, my rush to law school never worked out until March of 2013. The planets finally aligned. I got the all clear from my doctors. My schedule was as open as it was ever going to get. And over lunch with my wife Donna, she made the mistake of asking me, so now that all the health issues are behind you, what do you want to do now? And I said, I want to go to law school. Yes. And she looked at me with the look of, yeah, law school, that's probably most rational people's first choice, but Paris is nice this time of year. But could you imagine me in Paris? You know, like those ridiculous hats that they wear? Could you imagine me in one of those? I'd stick out in Paris like a sore thumb. Whether true, embellished, or imagined, over the next 5 months leading up to the first day, nearly every lawyer friend in my life told me their law school horror story. Some of these warnings you may have read about in that book, One Hell of a Ride. Remember the book the library gave us in the middle of the second semester that was going to teach you how to survive the first semester? That was One Hell of a Ride. It's the thought. It was a gift. It was the thought that counts. However, I can stand before you today and swear that with the exception of Professor Flynn's class, I didn't experience any of those horrors that everybody told me about. And I'm even kidding about Professor Flynn. Having gotten to know his sense of humor, I figured he'd get a kick out of that joke. And if not, I figured that it's nothing that bringing him another 2,000 cans of food for the November food drive couldn't fix. That was fun. You guys remember that? I also felt incredibly lucky to be in Section 5 with friends that quickly became my brothers and sisters, and we shared the unspoken motto, you can run, you can walk, or we can drag you. Choose. At the start of the second year, numbered sections were no more, and there's an entirely different group of students in every class. In the students from the other NSU law sections, I found the same character, honor, loyalty, and eager willingness to help that I'd grown accustomed to in Section 5. So as my Nova family grew, I realized that the entire class of 2016 is special. You guys already heard some of the amazing reasons why, some things I didn't even know. Your brilliance challenged me, your support carried me, and every day you did something that made me laugh out loud. And that's a man in his 40s saying it. You guys type LOL for everything, you guys actually really made me audibly laugh. Ask your parents, they'll explain. So I never thought it possible, but for the first time in my life, I'm thankful for 22 years of delays, even the bad stuff. Because of 22 years of delays, today I get to graduate with you. You are the law school graduating class that I've waited 22 years to be a part of. Thank you for having me. This is so tough to get through. You know, I know either Nicole or Erica is responsible for this, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of who. Finally, if you guys will indulge me for just one more second, I want to thank my wife, Donna, for her patience in struggling through law school with me. However, Donna, I want to warn you that the next time you want to go to Europe, I suggest you just directly state, let's go to Europe. Rather than ask open-ended, what do you want to do now? Because I was chatting with some of my new friends backstage, and it turns out Nova has a medical school.